receipt. I put the receipt in. It wasn't £12.99, sorry. And anyway, I wanted some to put all my cook stuff in. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can just about see that. So we've got this here nice opening. Put forks and stuff in there. And it come with I don't really want these at the minute. I've been to miss it. Come with these storage tubs as well. Pretty nice. To be quite honest with you, I might find a use for them. And a really lovely space here. I'm hoping I can just about get my pots in there. Boys, it's a bit nicer day than last week when I went. Slightly, I feel quite warm. I've got a North Ridge or something base layer on today, so I've not got so much bulky stuff on, but I feel just as warm. I've got a couple of layers. I can take one off in a bit probably if I get too warm. Yeah, so today I'm absolutely flipping. My bag weighs a load. I've got well, what I've decided to do, the ever new titanium and trivet, being as it weighs nothing, I'm just going to put that into me always carry part of my bag, one of the zip out compartments in the head. That's going to live there permanently. As you've seen on the start of this video, I've got a brew kit thing that we'll have a look at. I brought my Biolite, so I've actually got 3 stoves on me, which is bonkers, I know. But I've got my backup stove, which is now going to be ever new. I've got my Trangia triangle again. I've also got Biolite, because I fancy burning something. I bought some barbecue coal as well, just to get that going easy, and then we'll see if I can find a few sticks when I've got some coals in bottom. Safe and messing about trying to light damp stuff. I'm not too fond of that, because you end up with just loads of smoke and I don't want it. Going to a normal place, I've hardly brought any food. It's Sunday, so I've got Sunday dinner in a bit. Last week I was maxed out with too much bloody pot noodle really. I've just bought a couple of corn on the cobs to boil up steady, a couple of biscuits, and obviously me jar full of lava. So I'm quite looking forward to having a mess about with Biolites. I've not used it out in the woods for a while. I use it quite a lot in my back garden. But I want to use some sticks and things once I've got the coals going and see how it goes. Once I get the heat up in the bottom, carry on with these sticks and see if I can keep it burning for an hour or two. I'm really loving this little package. It's bloody mint. The colour's a bit, like I say, it's a bit land, but it's sort of green. And this is me current setup in here. I've got that's the 500, nearly a pint Trangia fuel bottle. Let me Trangia triangle. These are fire starters for me, Biolite, and this is just fantastic for me, because I'm always in a bloody mess with my brew kit flying about. And I've got all my pots, my milk, everything in there. Coffee. You could change it round and get food in if you wanted, but I prefer this. Keep all my cooking stuff and that separate from my fuel. Get the old Biolite going while my brew's on. Them firelighters are great. The I think I've mentioned before, it's in foreign language, but it's zip, and you just light the packet and everything. You don't get the smelly stuff on your hands. Me small bag of coal. Barbecue coal, that is. This is wet through as well, so I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Yes, so back to work. Wasn't too bad actually. I've had a decentish week really. Let me take them off. I've had a decent week really, as far as it goes. I was only there for 2 days. I love this, it's a great bit of kit, but on the subject of stoves, I'm really seriously thinking about getting one of them Sphere 123s in the near future. I've got my YouGov 50 quid coming soon, what I do on my survey, so I always, like I said before, that's like free money. So I'm thinking I want to get a chair and a stove, but the stove comes first. This is still comfortable, so I'm not desperate for either. I've been watching videos, and what made me, what swayed me towards that is you can get Coleman fuel, white gas, as Americans call it, I think. Because I was always a bit concerned about what fuel, because people use unleaded and it's supposed to be a bit iffy and clogs up. You can get Coleman fuel for around about 7 to 9 quid, depends on where you buy it from, for a litre, which is probably 2 or 3 times more expensive than the Trangia stuff. But I looked at it another way, I could get probably 3 litres for 30 quid, and that would last me for weeks and weeks, if not months. So does it really matter? Probably not. No, that's alright. Put the old lid on, it shouldn't take long on there. Makes a change. And the thing is, as we know, it'll smoke it up to hell, but hey, it don't matter, does it? Really. That's just on 1 bar at the minute, and as soon as you put anything on the you might get a bit of smoke because them coals aren't fully burning yet, but it's just on number 1. We're not going to have no flamethrower action today, just see how we go on with that while I have my brew. We'll chuck these in and see what happens. Biolite, corn on the cob. I'm not sure if you're supposed to cover these or not. It doesn't really make any odds. It's supposed to boil a bit stronger, that's all. And just put it on lightly. So I'm going to leave it till 9:45, and then hopefully they should be ready for a bit of munching. Stands up for his hunting games in the bloody mud again, look. Stanley, come on here. He's a sod. Don't know where he's going up there, he'll get out, look. Well, I took the lid off, it was boiling a bit too fierce, now it's got going. That's not bad on a few coals, is it? Barbecue coals, really. I flipping love my stoves, I absolutely love it. I'm dead happy again. Bit of coffee action. Oh, I've got bits in it now, but anyway. Cheers. Yeah. Sunday dinner when I get home, and I'll be hungry definitely because I'm only having this and a couple of biscuits. And yeah, I've been watching, like I say, these stove videos. This one guy today was I saw, and what really made me think, you know what? Oh, I'll get out at steam a bit. Sorry, excuse me, lads. What made me think? This guy, oldish guy, had a Sven 123, late 60s. It was 50-year-old. It'd been put away for 50 years. He'd put fuel in it and it started, and I thought, you know what? That sounds like the sort of stove I want. There's not many moving parts. Obviously you've got the wicks the mainly shoot from what I've read. Where if you let it burn dry, it burns up the wick and then it's buggered, but you can get another one obviously, or make one yourself. So I'm like, I'm 50-50. I was looking at the jet boil type thing, the Minimo, lovely and that, but I don't like the gas canister action. I prefer liquid fuel, and you can see exactly what you've got, because I hate it. There's no wasn't coming out for a day and you run out, or you're a bit short, or with that you know it burns for ages on not a lot. You know, if you bring a bottle of fuel out, you're not going to get down it. Anyway, the corn on the cobs look like they're bubbling away, lovely. That's a beautiful sight. All courtesy of the old Biolite. Interested. Yeah, I've got the shape. They've been in there for a good 5 minutes, so should be pretty damn good. Just leave that there. I've not brought any butter or oat. This isn't a very good shot, is it? Bloody hell. Peppering my cob, indeed. Sweet, juicy, bloody lovely. Really refreshing, lovely. Just need a steak now, mushrooms there. Anyway, I'll not bore you with the gory details of me eating corn on the cob. I'll catch you in a bit. I was dithering, so I've had to whack the fire up and put some sticks on, hopefully to warm him up a bit, bless him. So I've put sticks on top of coal, and it's giving out quite a nice bit to eat now. But I don't know how long I'm going to stop, because he's I don't want him to get poorly. Silly bugger is absolutely bloody wet through, steaming now. This is bloody comfortable. I ain't got my pillow today. I've not put it up yet. Don't know if I'm going to be bothering now. That corn on the cob was bloody lovely. Just 5 minutes boiling. Job's a kipper. So yeah, I'm quite enjoying the low-tech approach with the old Hamilton today. It's been nice for a change. I wore it actually over the weekend. Me latest iTech watch thing, that Vantage V Polar thing, is absolutely fantastic for training, because I do a lot of other things like cycling and stuff, and I like to keep check on my heart and everything. But just for loveliness, you can't beat a mechanical watch. I think I'm going to pour another brew on in a minute. This is where Trangia comes into its own, because I've stuck all that wood on that fire, and unless I've got a tripod I can't warm note up on it because it just fall off. So it looks like the old Trangia's back in use again. Well, it's that mad hunchback look again, but I just thought, oh god, this is bloody comfortable, this is. Oh, this is just flipping ace. Apart from I'm worried about Stanley, he's not shaking so much but he's wet through. I've turned fire down a bit now, but it's Gus is getting a bit of it. Bless him. How good is this? Bit of a fire going, keeping my legs warm. Trangia's just pairing away, getting my next brew on. It don't get no better than this, does it, boys? And, last week my mother-in-law got me some dead cool socks. So I've got some, these are the more stealth variety because they've got a bit of green in them. Tell me what you think. Now they are what you call stealth socks. Aren't they ace? I love them, I do. These are the tame ones, the other ones are like pink and all sorts, and look, it's a picture of me on it. They're flipping ace, I love them. Oh boys, this will be the last one today, I've only had 2. I don't want to be bouncing off the walls like I normally am. Just had a load of hikers come through, literally just over there, they could see me. There's about 20 hikers looking all down here at me sitting here with my fire going, thinking, look at that flipping tramp. Well, they didn't complain, I know, they just carried on, but it's a little bit like, please go. That's the only thing, isn't it, UK really. There are big stretches of land still that you can get more private, but for most of us, I'm lucky there is quite a lot of woodland around here, but it's not really that massive. I could have hidden away, but you know, just for somewhere local, I can't be asked to do climbing over fences and stuff in the mud with dogs sometimes. I just can't be bothered. But you don't see off camera, look at him shaking. They're forever coming up. What is it? What do you want, Gus? What do we say? What do we say? Paul? Paul? So this is the, I don't know if this is, I've got an ever dwindling supply of doggy biscuits here that they get a little. Oh god, they're getting too close. Go back a bit. Oh, he's shaking. There we go. Good boys. Well, boys and girls, that's a thing of beauty. I've just stopped her up a little bit, whacked the heat up. Then it just comes back to life. It's bonkers, just on a few sticks. It is a bit twitchy at times and you've got to keep on top of it, but you can't really complain about that, can you? That's flipping ace. I've just noticed as well, in front of me, just about there, there's the path where it comes round here, where the other people were. I can actually see people walking past. I've just seen some hikers walking. They can probably see me fire. They can probably smell it, but who cares? In summertime, this isn't, like I say, this would be really, you wouldn't see me here at all. In winter, it's pretty hard not to see me. Oh, I'm just chilling out now. I've packed some of my stuff away. Absolutely loving that. Bloody love it. Put all my stuff back in, look. Got fuel, all my stove and everything back in there, no problem. Zip seems quite strong because I've got it quite rammed, so time will tell if that zip holds out. Decathlon stuff's pretty good, I think. I don't like the colour scheme, mind you, but I wish it were just black or something, but hey. Gel for this stuff. Oh boys, I'm just watching videos about the Surveyor 123 while I'm filming dogs. They're just playing and enjoying themselves. I've stoked that up again, got a bit of heat going so it's nice and warm on my legs. And I'm just relaxing, doing jack all. It's flipping great. It's lovely. I'm going to stink of smoke, mind you. That's the downside, innit? I don't mind, but my missus will say, hey, put your washing in the and all that malarkey. But hey, it don't matter, does it? This is so peaceful now. There's been some sort of farm vehicle over the way over there, quite close to me. I thought, oh bloody hell, is it somebody complaining about smoke or something? But I heard them bang about a bit and then disappear, so I'm just enjoying doing jack all, like I say, and just relaxing. This is dead relaxing. And I don't actually mind the noise of the Biolite. I think the mic on this camera makes it sound worse than it is. If you walk about 20-30 foot away, you'd hardly hear it, so it's not too bad. I'm just going to let it burn down now. And the time is, it's 11:15, so I really have got to get going in a bit. Yeah, really nice relaxing trip this. I've enjoyed it loads. I'm looking forward to my next one. Catch you in a bit. Really lovely little spot here. It's really quiet now, not a bloody soul. They've all gone out for Sunday lunch somewhere. That was bloody great. I've enjoyed it so much. I've really got the bug again at the minute. I can't wait till next week if I can get out again. It's funny, isn't it, how I've gone for weeks and weeks and not been bothered, and all of a sudden, of course the weather's picked up a bit and it's cool but dry-ish. It's nice to get out again. I just don't like that term when it's wet. I don't mind the cold so much, I just can't stand it when you're just slopping about in mud constantly. It sends me crackers. Wait there nicely. God, this is a pain in the arse with the bag. Right, what do we say? Please? Good boys. Right, and now we're going. Do you want to go home? Do you want to go walkies? Come on, let's go. Oh boys, I don't know if you can see that. 11:30 and we're off home. Well, boys and girls, it's 10 to 12, not that far from home. I've come round just a slightly different way. It might be muddy at bottom actually, because it's like bloody Piccadilly Circus. I thought there weren't nobody about, it went quiet, but on the top road on the way back to where I live, bloody people all over the place. Can't blame them because it's not that bad now. But anyway, I've come this way because over that way there's a load of people, and the dog's running about and there's kids and stuff. It's not fair. So anyway, I've come this way. The question is, the word of the day today is, should I get a stove or a camp chair that I keep on about? Camp chair, that don't sound right. That sounds like something out at carry on movies. You know, a camping chair, whatever, them lightweight ones. Do I get a stove? Because I'm like, I like the idea of the sphere. That's my top pick, I think, at the minute. I also like the convenience of the jet boil system, but I don't really want to get a canister device. I prefer liquid. Anyway, the choice is yours and mine. Let me know if anybody's got any suggestions about stoves, because I really am sort of like teetering on the edge of getting something reasonably soon, I think. Oh my God, in the distance, can you see that? I reckon that must be that bunch of ikers that passed me earlier. I want to say something else then. Blue beeper. Yeah, so I'm going to take another detour. Jesus, look, there's millions on them. They're breeding like flies. Well, action replay last week. One in, one out.